right, you guys, good morning. Time check, 5:30 a.m. Day after the snowstorm, air quotes on snowstorm, because it really wasn't a snowstorm, but in my area, anytime there's a little bit of snow, it's considered a snowstorm. I guess it would be different if I lived in like Massachusetts or New York, like when it snows, right? But in my area, just a little bit of snow is like the biggest deal ever. So yesterday, worked out at the apartment complex. It had what I needed, to get something done. But I was really trying to get into a gym today. And I don't typically like to drive on roads like this. But I did tell you guys, I have a gym literally across the street from my house. I never go to it because I like to drive to the gym. But I was like, well, since there is a little bit of snow and ice on the ground, I can go to the gym across the street so I can use the equipment that I want to use and get in a good workout. They're closed, y'all. They're freaking closed. I called, they didn't answer, and I was like, okay, maybe they're just like really busy or they're closed. So I was like, I'm gonna just go across the street. It's literally right across the street. So I was like, I'm gonna just drive across the street and see. No, they're definitely closed. They're definitely closed. So that sucks. But the other Golds that you guys see me go to, that one is open. I called. The roads on the main road are fine. It's the parking lots. Like, the parking lot was literally like a big ass sheet of ice. So I'm not surprised that it's closed, but it's just a little annoying because I wasn't trying to drive today because of the roads. But I guess it's just what we're gonna have to do. I'm the only one on the road for real. So, I'm gonna just go slow, not slam on brakes, take my time, and we're gonna get to the gym. But whatever, it is what it is. There was some equipment I wanted to use today. Plus I wanted to make reels. And the lighting in the gym in my complex is not the best. It's not camera quality lighting. It's not camera quality lighting at all. Alright, so that's why I was like, okay, well, but it is what it is. Like I said, the main roads are fine. Like, I don't see any ice on the road here. It was literally, but that parking lot before I turned the camera on, like, that shit was crazy. But anyways, I feel great. I went to bed super early, got up early because I wanted to do an early ass workout this morning. So I'm full of energy. I haven't even started drinking my pre-workout yet. But yeah, let's see. You guys saw what I ate yesterday. I'm gonna eat the same thing again today. I made everything to last me for the next, I would say I have about 4 days worth of cooked food. 4 days worth. So that's plenty. I'll figure out what I want. Sometimes I don't really know what I want to eat. I don't know if you guys struggle with that, like just not knowing what you feel like cooking, or actually what do you have a taste for. I was thinking a red lentil soup. That's really good. I might do that, especially because it's been so cold here. I think a soup would be awesome. A soup would be delicious. High protein, low calorie, low fat. Lentil soup is amazing. I'll make it like Indian style. So, excuse me. I know I'm yawning, but I swear I'm ready to work out. I promise you I am ready for a workout. I don't know why I'm yawning like this. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What is there to discuss while we drive? Got a good 15-minute drive ahead of us. I was looking forward to being right across the street though, because there was something I wanted to start. I wanted to get live on TikTok at 7, but that's clearly not going to happen now because we have to drive. So, but when we get in the gym, I'm going to move with purpose. Sometimes I kind of just float around. I'm sure we all have had those gym days where you just kind of like, you're there physically, but mentally, like, you're just kind of all over the place. But today I am going to move with purpose because I created a schedule for myself for the day of like what I want to get done and what time I want to get it done. So I'm going to try my best to stick to it. The fact that we're driving a good 20 minutes to the gym and back, that's going to eat up an hour of time. But it is what it is. Let's see. Sometimes I think that, no, I feel like we just talked about that. Listen, I don't be knowing what I want to talk about right off gate. I don't. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just got to start talking and then it comes. Sometimes our discussions go off of a comment that someone might have asked. And so I'll address it while we're driving. But I mean, so far for the most part, things have been pretty chill. What I can say is now that we are in the new year, I think it's important that even though whether we're in a new year or not, this is just something that I think that you should do. I think something that I have worked on within myself is not comparing yourself to other people. Sorry if you guys hear the heat. It is cold. Normally I keep the heat down, but it is cold, y'all. So if you guys hear the heat in the background, I am so sorry, but it is cold. My feet are cold. One thing that I've been working on over the past few years, as I've really started to pour into myself, is not focusing on what other people are doing and just staying in my own lane. And it can be really easy. Lord, it can be really easy to compare yourself to other people, especially with how accessible social media is. Like, you can easily compare yourself to other people. But that's the dangerous part, because comparison is a thief of joy. And so you might be so focused on what someone else is doing, whether it's with weight loss or maybe starting a business, just whatever you're comparing, their personal life, maybe you're comparing their marriage, their kids, whatever, and you lose sight of your blessings in your life. And of course, it doesn't make it easier to not compare when everybody is literally posting their best moments on social media, right? Of course you're gonna look at someone else's life and be like, well, dang, like, why don't I have enough money to do this? Or why does my boyfriend or husband don't do this for me? Or why can't I afford to go on this vacation? Or why are their posts getting more engagement? Or why are they losing weight faster than me? Like, literally, social media will have you in a freaking frenzy. And if you're not careful, it can make you feel like you're not accomplishing enough. There's nothing wrong with admiring certain things about somebody. Maybe you admire someone's work ethic. Maybe you admire the marriage that they display on social media. Maybe you admire someone's house, right? Maybe you admire someone's career. There's nothing wrong with having admiration for someone. But when it gets to the point where you're constantly checking and starting to feel cringe because of what so-and-so is accomplishing, that's where the problem is. And the energy, you don't even realize it. You don't realize it, but the energy that you're putting into worrying about what someone else is doing is that very same energy you could be using. Okay, so this road got some ice on it. Is the very same energy you could be using to elevating yourself, right? And I want you guys to also, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, social media is people's highlight reel. Most people, maybe not on Facebook. I was going to say most people, but I feel like on Facebook, people do be putting their problems on Facebook. I don't know about y'all Facebook, but my Facebook is people that I know or know through someone or have seen before. I've had more of a direct contact with the people I am friends with on Facebook. I don't get on Facebook often, but when I do be seeing people put their problems on there. And I'm like, why do they got their whole business on Facebook? I was literally about to say people don't typically put their problems on Facebook or on social media, but I had to take that back. Because on Facebook, people do be airing out their whole, all they dirty laundry. Just be right there on public display. But no, seriously. Most of the time, typically, people not putting their bad moments on social media, right? People not telling you about the argument they just had with their partner, or, well, sometimes they do. Let me take that back. Hold on. Let's revert this conversation. The point I'm making is, what I want y'all to realize is, listen. What I want you to realize is, people like to pretend. Well, I don't say pretend because it's all about perspective. But people just know that sometimes what people put on Facebook or social media in general, not just Facebook, but social media in general, is not always real. Okay? A lot of social media is fake, y'all. It's fake as fuck. And it's gotten to the point where a lot of people live their life through social media. Like, there are people out here who think that because they got like 100 likes on a post, they are a celebrity. So you can't get wrapped up in that world, okay? Whether you're a content creator or not, you can't get wrapped up in that, because it will literally have you feeling like you're doing something wrong. That happened in my own life. That's how I'm able to speak on it, because I have experienced that before. I've compared my life to my friends, especially like in my 20s, when people were getting like really good jobs and going on vacations and getting married and having kids and buying houses. Yeah, like all post-college graduation milestones I used to compare my life to. And I used to like feel bad about my life. And I was depressed about it, because I was seeing all these people that I know buying houses, having kids, working, getting 6-figure jobs. And I was just like, dang, like, why my life sucks so bad? Why I don't have a 6-figure job? Why I don't have a house? Why I don't have no kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally feeling like that. And that's a really dark place to be. You don't want to feel like that. It sucks. It really sucks. But at the time, I didn't realize that all the energy I was pouring into studying other people's lives, I could have been pouring that into myself and bettering myself, so that I could reach those very same goals that I wish I had, that I seen other people reaching. I didn't realize this until my 30s. So I lived like a good, basically my pretty early, like, I feel like I'm still early adult, but basically like my mid to late 20s, I lived comparing my life to other people's. And I wasn't happy. And even when I was having blessings pour into my life, I was comparing those very same blessings to someone else's. So I could never be happy with my blessing because I would think, and that's what I'm saying, it's all fake, but it's all an illusion. But I would think that someone else's blessing was better than mine based off of whatever parameters I had set. Like, that's really how I was living for a really long time. And I'm telling you, if you want to be happy, if you want to feel positive and feel motivated and have high levels of energy, you can't be comparing your life to someone else's, because also too, you don't even know what that person went through to get to where they are. Half the time you're not even prepared to walk the same journey that person walked to get to where they are at. Like, let's just keep it 1,000. Half the time you wouldn't even be able to handle what they had to go through to get to where they are, which is why you didn't go through it, because if you could handle it, you might have went through it, right? God knows who to give what stories to. And this isn't about, you know, the people with the worst experiences end up in the best situations. That's not true at all. But what I'm saying is, what is for you is for you. And it's just as beautiful as what someone else has. But you might only be looking at it through the lens of how much something costs. Well, their house costs $1 million and mine only costs $600,000. So my house isn't as nice. Yeah, but your mortgage is cheaper. Like, can we change the perspective of the lens that we're looking through? Your mortgage is cheaper, babe. You know what I mean? Maybe her husband cheats on her. Did you ever consider that? Maybe your husband really loves you. Did you ever consider that? She hates her job. You love your job. So what are you comparing? You know? Let's just change how we view things and stop. A lot of times we look at stuff from a monetary perspective, and that's not good at all. Don't do that, you know? Don't do that, because you're really just killing your spirit. We all have talents and strengths. We all have things that make us unique, but you're never going to be able to tap into those things if you're constantly focused on what someone else is doing and comparing it. You know, some of the most successful people, and by successful I'm talking from a monetary standpoint, so some of the people with the most amount of money are also some of the most loneliest people. Did you ever consider that? What if some of the people that you're looking at who make millions of dollars a year don't have not one person that they can trust? Maybe you have 2 or 3 people that you could trust. So when you look at it from certain perspectives, you're only seeing a narrow perspective. You're not looking at the bigger picture. Right? Okay, let me give you another example. When I was losing weight, I would compare my weight loss to other people's. Why does my body not look like hers, or whatever? What if some of the people with the best looking bodies are the most insecure? That actually is the case for a lot of people, but you'll never know it, because they can take a pretty picture on Instagram or make a really nice reel. You think that they have it all together mentally because they have an A1 body. They could be some of the most insecure, ugliest people on the inside, and you'll never know, because you never even had a conversation with them. You just going off of what you see on social media. But maybe you're a little bit thicker. Like, for instance, myself, my body isn't quite where I want it to be, but I have high levels of confidence. When you look at it like that, who's winning? Not saying that it's to win or lose, but I'm just saying sometimes we have to see things from all angles. You are only seeing it through one lens. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And so you're idolizing people and what they have and thinking that it's the holy grail and that your life sucks. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Just focus on you. Stay in your own lane. Focus on what you got going on. Focus on how you're going to make yourself better. And everything that you ever desired will work out. It only doesn't work out when you stop pouring energy into yourself. Okay? It's not worth it. And like I said, there's a lot of people who can't even live a real life because they live in life on social media. And how many followers they have or how many likes they have. There are a lot of people who are lost, y'all. Like, they are freaking lost. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who's come across people like this, because I don't even get out much. So if I have experienced this with the small number of people that I know personally, and you interact with more people than me, I'm sure you have seen this. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people are so lost, y'all. They so far gone. They are so gone. They're not even there. They literally go off of, and this could be you. I don't know. Is this you? Leave a comment. This could be you. They literally go off of what they see on social media, bro. And what is on social media is what's really going on in their world, in their eyes. It's real. If it's not on social media, it's not real. Some people literally just watch other people on social media. Don't do that. Take time to do stuff outside of social. It's one thing if you're a business or a creator, so you're still a business. And it's another thing if you're on social for consumption and it's not a business. It's not income for some people. And so therefore, you're spending so much time on social media thinking that what you see on social media is real. And it's not. And so you're getting further and further and further distracted. So far gone. Stop doing that. Take some time off of social. One thing that I used to do a lot, I haven't done it in a while because I don't go on walks anymore, but when it was warm outside, I would take my dog on a walk. I wouldn't even bring my phone. I would literally leave my phone at home. Yes, I would leave my phone at home and just go on a walk. I would go to the store without my phone. I was literally just trying to not have my phone because my phones are always on me. I have so much screen time. Whether it's the laptop, whether it's the freaking phones, whether it's the cameras. It's so much. It's so much. And I found so much peace and solitude in not having any devices on me for an hour or two. And before I did it, I was like, oh no, there's no way I could not have my phone on me for an hour or two. What if something happened? What if I need something? Like that was literally my mindset. Like the world is gonna collapse without the phone. But it didn't. It worked out just fine, you know. And I realized how peaceful it was to take time away from social media without the phone. Doesn't matter who's texting me, who's calling me. I don't care. you know. So now what I'll do is sometimes I'll leave the phones in another room, and I'll be in the living room and I'll just watch TV or read a book or whatever, you know, just to get away. Sometimes you just need to get away from it, right? You just need time to like reground yourself and just focus on what's most important, which is doing what makes you happy, what gives you peace. So, you know, go to the gym. Silence is a beautiful thing. I love driving in silence. I drive in silence regularly. I do. So, you know, just wanted to share that with you guys. I told you, when I start talking, something always comes to mind. All right, we are almost there. We're about 5 minutes away. I'll see y'all in the gym. All right, you guys, I am at a cable row. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10 to 12. All warmed up, feeling great. Not gonna lie, it's a little cold in here. I wish I brought my sweater, but it is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna be using this wide grip neutral bar today. Sometimes you'll see me with the double bar, but we haven't done a wide pull in a while, so why not today? Get some music going. And I would like to go heavier each set, but we'll see how this first set feels. And I'm gonna give it a good squeeze after each pull. Okay. Like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo. It was hard. So we'll go up 1 notch. All right, set number 2, same thing. Giving it a good squeeze, really engage my lats here. First, I gotta find a song. Gotta make sure the music right, first and foremost. All right. Let's do it. Oh, God. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Woo. Now that was heavy. We'll go up a notch and just try to get 8. That was a good set. God damn. All right, try to get 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take it down. Let's finish this up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. God damn. All right. All right, you guys, we're gonna do some cable kickbacks. Haven't done these in a really long time. Like a really, really, really long time. So I'm gonna be standing on a 25-pound plate just so I can allow my working leg to swing back and forth. And yeah, let's try to get like, I don't know, 12 to 15 on each glute. And yeah, Let's do it. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Woo! What a great burn. Okay. Next leg. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, finally made it to the incline dumbbell bench press. I've been wanting to do this for several days now and just haven't gotten to it. All right, so we're going to do 45s, between 8 to 10 reps for each set. I think it's solid, no spotter. I really just want to, like some lifts, I'll go heavy and grab a spotter, and then some lifts, I'll do a weight that I can control the entire time. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. All right. That was a little hard today. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you guys, we're gonna finish with some good old leg extensions, heavy. Let's try to get like 10 to 12, 12 to 15 reps per set. We give the quads a good squeeze on the extension of each rep as well. All right, let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, you guys, great lift. That was a good lift. The incline dumbbell bench press was pretty hard. The 45s were pretty hard, which it should be. Like, you want to struggle, but I just feel like before, because we haven't done that in a while, but I feel like before I could do 50s by myself, you know, be able to get through all the sets. So that just gives me a mental note, like, we got to get back on chest. Like, yeah, I do push-ups damn near every day, you know, but I feel like I probably should still lift weights for chest too. Like, we still do, like, we do seated chest flies, but I just feel like I probably do neglect my chest weight wise. Calisthenics wise, like, push-ups are getting better, I'm getting lower, but, and you know, we do tricep dips, there's some chest in that as well, but I just feel like when it comes to weighted chest lifts, I don't do as much as I do for back or for legs or for arms, you know what I mean? I feel like my chest has been slightly neglected these past few weeks, maybe like even the past month. So we got to get back on that. But other than that, like, I'm still proud. You know, 45s, it was definitely a struggle, as it should be. I just feel like 45s was like on the lighter side for me before, and 50s is where I can still handle the weight by myself, and then 55s, that's when I would need a spotter for incline. So, you know, we'll just work on it, get it back. Remember, if you don't use it, you lose it, unfortunately. Like, and I don't feel like it's as quick, like, but I do feel like not really lifting heavy weights for chest, I would say it's probably been at least like 3 or 4 weeks. I feel like, yeah, definitely gonna lose some strength there, but I don't think it'll take a long time to get it back because I already had it, you know what I mean? Or it could have just been the day, but my shoulders felt fine, like nothing was uncomfortable, I didn't feel any like discomfort or anything. So, you know, it could have just been today. When we do it again next week, you know, I might be right back at the 50s. It is what it is. So, you know, good lift. The roads look better, they're not as icy. The gym was empty though, which hey, I'm not complaining about an empty gym. Me and an empty gym, we like this, we locked in. I love an empty gym. I feel like there was a total of like 8 people there. There's definitely only a total of 8 people at the gym. So, like I said, I'm not complaining. I don't mind it. You know, I'm cool with it. But it was definitely pretty empty. So, sorry. People be doing the weirdest stuff in the snow. Like, what? I don't understand why people speed when they know there is potential ice on the... And this is why I don't be going outside. So when y'all be questioning, oh no, you can still drive. No, and this is why. Because it's not me that's the problem. It's y'all. It's them. It's them. Like, why are you speeding when you know there's ice on the road? Like, where do they do that at? But anyways, so I'm gonna go home. I'm going sweet potato puree that I showed you guys yesterday with the blueberries and the granola. I'm a little behind schedule. I wanted to be on TikTok live at 7. It is 8:15. So, and I knew I was going to be about an hour behind. So I'll probably get on TikTok live, do what I do on there, and then go take a shower and stuff. Because I didn't really sweat today. So like my hair is still looking cute. Sometimes my edges be all over the place. But, you know, the leg extensions, we haven't done those in a while. We normally do belt squat for quads and walking lunges, things like that. Leg extension felt great though. I'm glad we got that in. I also, when I was playing the video back, I noticed some definition going on them extensions. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. But do you see what I see? Because I'm seeing quads. I'm seeing quads making their debut. I mean, they've been debuting, but I feel like they really coming through. Like, they really making a grand entrance. Hey, let me know if you see what I see. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what be keeping me going. That's why I love to make the content, because literally, I told you guys I started my cycle the other day, and literally I felt like I was getting bigger. But I don't weigh myself on my cycle. Like, I really try not to. But when you see the footage, because sometimes I feel like our mind plays tricks on us, right? But when you see the footage in front of you, the camera don't lie, right? And you get in all angles. You really see what's really there versus what's just in your head. And I'm really seeing muscles. Like, I'm really seeing muscles. I can't wait to see what we looking like this time next year. Like, it's so much definition going on. Like, it's so exciting. Shoulders, arms coming through, back, even like, I don't know, even like my neck be looking strong. I be looking at videos, I be like, yo, why my neck look strong as fuck? Like, what the fuck? Oh, I look like I got a strong neck. I ain't lifting no neck. Like, what the fuck? Calves slowly starting to come through. I don't even work calves. Quads coming through. I'm seeing more definition in my stomach, like on the sides. I'm seeing that poke through some more. So, you know, it's a slow process for sure, but it's coming, you know. It is coming. It is coming. And I will say, sometimes you just got to stop obsessing over it. I notice, like, when I obsess, it just irritates me more when I don't see what I want to see. But when I kind of just don't pay too much attention to it, just, you know, keep going to the gym, keep eating right, and I just kind of ignore everything else, I notice that's when the results feel like it just kind of pops up on me. Because I'm not so focused and obsessed with it. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you just keep doing what you're doing, it's gonna work. You just gotta give it time. Just give it time. And then next thing you know, 6 months will go by, and you'll be like, oh shit, yeah, I see it, you know? And, you know, we're a week in to 2025, so for those of you guys who said you was gonna get on your shit, what have you been up to? How is that going for you? Have you been getting on your shit, or you the same way you was in 2024? Because I tell you guys, and I told y'all this, a new year isn't going to automatically change you. You're going to be the same person you were in 2024 and 2025 unless you do something intentional to change it. But if you just talking that talk but not walking the walk, ain't nothing for you finna change, you know? It's not going to change. You're not going to just automatically become more disciplined and more structured. You're not just going to automatically be able to push through. If you're not practicing ways to do it, and like by practicing I mean actually doing it, it's just not going to happen. Like, you have to work for it. You have to be intentional. If you say you're going to eat right, then eat right. just gotta eat right, you know? If you say you're gonna work out, you gotta work out. Listen, I do not always feel like going to the gym. I tell y'all this. I freaking tell you this. Like, sometimes I feel like the content, having, you know, being in the realm of fitness, I feel like that's what pushes me more sometimes, because it's like, not only if I don't go to the gym am I not working on myself, but then it's a double whammy, because then I'm also not going to have any content to post for you guys. So if you got to make it a content thing to get it done, then I guess that's just what you're going to have to do. But you got to figure out what you're going to do that's going to make you want to do it all. You know, it is what it is. It just is what it is. I don't think it matters how much you love something. Like, I'm sure there are days where LeBron James doesn't feel like playing basketball. Like, come on. Let's cut the shit. But again, you just got to suck it up and just do it, you know? So, you know, we're 7 days in. Y'all will see this tomorrow, so it'll be January 8th when y'all see this. But we're a week in, y'all. What are you doing? Leave a comment. Let me know, what have you changed about yourself to get to the goals that you have for yourself. And don't lie. The worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. Don't ever forget that. All right, y'all. I just pulled into the garage. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.